Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's up, peeps? What's going on? How y'all doing out there in Facebook land? This is Carlton Lewis, aka Mellow Melanin, aka Mega Businessman, coming to you live and direct from Hartsfield, Jackson, Atlanta International Airport. I'm waiting down here for an Uber ride. Almost next. So I just want to talk to you guys really quick about three things: mindset, marketing, and money. Maybe all together, maybe not in that order. I don't know. Hey, what's up, Josh? What's up, Mo? What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing out there? Um, I'm something I'm learning and I'm getting it into my brain like really, really concrete is that the mindset has to come before the marketing, and the marketing will come before you get the money. And so many times we'll run out and try to get the money. We'll we'll go and running to get the money, and we don't have our mindset in place. And it's everything starts with the mind. I've been listening to a lot of Napoleon Hill, his audio book, The Law of Success and 16 Lessons. I would definitely recommend that. If you're not that much of a reader, I would definitely recommend it on audiobook because it is a lot to digest, and it's easier to go back and listen to it over and over again on audio. So I'm listening to what he's saying, and it's a lot of repetition, and really repetition is like the mother of skill. It's like the mother of learning. So maybe we hear a message once, but it doesn't resonate with us until we hear it maybe a different way. So one of the things he talks about, is thinking, thoughts. Everything is created twice. you know I'm just really just into this ease and flow right now, and the mindset that I'm having right now, and I wanted to share with you guys. And I picked this up from this book. It's called Dollars Flow Easily to Me, or Dollars Flow to Me Easily. I'm not really sure what the name of it is. You can find it on Amazon in the Kindle version. And in that particular book, hey, good morning, Cheryl. In that particular book, he talks about releasing the feelings that we have around money, negative feelings, because we're focusing on what we see, like a bank account. We're looking to see our bank account and it's not in a positive state, and then we get an emotional reaction to that. And because we're having that emotion reaction, that feeling we're attaching to seeing our bank account, no matter what number it is, we have an emotional reaction to it. Or if we have a bill that's coming up due, we'll have that emotional reaction, and that causes an infinite loop. So that emotional reaction, that thinking, that negative thinking, that negative emotion is going to bring us more situations and more circumstances to experience that negative thinking and negative emotions. So what he says to do is to change your focus, and change your focus and and then immediately your feeling will change. So he has you take a screenshot, find a picture of like a field full of flowers, and in that field full of flowers, you want to look all the way out to the horizon, and you'll see abundance. He said when you think of abundance, sit and just be still, change your focus and start thinking about that, and then think love thoughts. And love is very, very powerful. All right, I don't know what you guys talking about. What does that have to do with marketing and mindset and money? What does that have to do with money? Money is an effect. It's not a cause. So you have to be thinking a certain way to even, to realize money. And he talks about how, we have all these things where people are, we're learning how to attract money. You don't really have to attract it, is what he's saying. He's saying that the money's already there. And so I get that. One of the things I learned from Diane Hockman, and she learned it from her mentor, and I believe it was Joe. I believe she got this from Joe Schroeder. The money that you want is sitting in the pockets of other people, and it is our job to figure out how to happily and gladly get other people to give it to us. And you do that first of all, you got to do that in your mind. You got to get your mind right first. First, you got to understand that money is in abundance. There's no lack of money. So if your bank account is not where you want it, then you need to figure out how to go out and give some more value. Another great book I recommend is The Go Giver. All right. You need to figure out how to give out some value. You know, what can you exchange? Just like for me, like what I do right now, right? I'm waiting on an Uber ride. So I know this Uber ride, I'm exchanging my car value and my knowledge value of the city, my customer service value. I'm exchanging all of those things for income, for money value. Okay, so I know that the money is sitting in the pockets of the person who I'm getting ready to pick up. It's not rocket science. So the money that you want is sitting in the pockets of other people. So once you get that in your mind, then you start learning things like marketing. The marketing techniques are easy. They are really easy. It's easy to learn marketing. It's the mindset. Because sometimes we can have a great marketing technique. Someone else can use that same marketing technique and they're crushing it. And then we're looking at why we're not crushing it, because it's the way that we're thinking. We're thinking negatively already, and that's repelling people from us. So we have to get to the point to where, you know, we're thinking a certain way. You know, something else I learned from Diane, and happy birthday too to Diane. Today's Diane's birthday, so that's really, really cool. I'm happy about that. What am I thinking and who am I being before I take this action? You know, what am I thinking and who am I being? And really, who am I being and what am I thinking? Because the being comes first. The being comes first. Who am I being? What am I thinking before I take this action? Before I send this email? Before I make this Facebook post? Before I get on this Facebook Live? Before I write this blog post? Before I do this YouTube? Before I get on Instagram? Before I send out this tweet? Before I, send an invite through Facebook Messenger? Before I walk up to go prospect somebody about my product or service? Who am I being? What am I thinking before I even walk up there? Before I even take this action, and Wallace Waddle says the rich man has a rich man thought before he takes a rich man's action. So you gotta be thinking on those levels. So that's where the thinking comes in before you get to the marketing. Like I said, the marketing is easy. It's the state of mind that we're in before we take the marketing, and then that will allow us to generate the money. All right. So mindset, marketing, money. Simple as that. It's not rocket science. Many times we buck at doing personal development and, we scoff at it. I picked up a guy yesterday. He started a tech company, and I'll give you the name of the company too. Hold on. Let me get this right here. His name was Eric Hillman, really cool dude. And the name of his company is called Magimojo. And his company's getting ready to get bought out by another company. But he took a chance on starting his company, right? He took a chance on starting his company. But one thing he said that really stood out was that he does a lot of personal development. You have to do personal development. That's every day. You have to, clear your mind of weeds, because there are always thoughts coming into your mind. Whether you generated a thought from your own mind or some other thought came into your mind from somewhere else, you're always sending and receiving thoughts, sending and receiving thoughts, sending and receiving thoughts. So we have to learn how to protect our minds. We have to guard our minds, or else we're going to be our being is going to be, tainted. For lack of a better word, our being is going to be tainted. And then when we go out to market and we start marketing, we don't get a good result fast. Sometimes people want their results overnight. We don't get a good result fast. Then we got an issue. We got an issue, and then we're not making money. And then next thing you know, we're quit. Whereas if you understand, if you're not making any money, then you need to go back to who you are being first. You need to go back. If your money's not right, you need to go back to get your mindset right. You get your mind right, you get the money right, get your life right. Simple as that. And a couple of things. By the way, if you want to get on my email newsletter list, inbox me. I'll add you onto that newsletter list. Also, tonight, if you want to learn how to create a podcast and use that podcast to generate extra business for you without doing a whole bunch of extra work, a podcast is a great way to increase your following, to get your message out, and increase sales, as a matter of fact. And inbox me for that too. I can send you that link. That's going to happen tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. If that's what you're into, it's there. I'm probably going to be on it. I'm really looking to see how the evening's going to roll out tonight, because there's a Cubs game tonight. The Braves are playing the Cubs at home, and when the Cubs come in town, it's always a lot of money. I love the Chicago Cubs. It's a lot of money when they come into town. So that's it. I just wanted to make sure I got this video in and got this word out. That's been on my mind. I've been practicing what I learned from Dollars Flow Easily to Me in that book. I've been practicing the concepts that he teaches in that book, and there's nothing new. It's nothing new. It's just a way to do it. You know, just his technique is a little different. And I've been practicing that since Saturday, and I had some unexpected blessings come through. I had a person hit me up and say that he needed a ride, and I got paid off of that ride, and then I got an unexpected check in the mail. Totally wasn't expecting that check in the mail. Both of these things happened on the same day. So listen, get your mindset right, get your marketing right, and then the money will flow. Simple as that. Try to do it some other kind of way. Try to put your marketing first, and you don't have your mindset right, you probably get some results, but you may not even know how to look at your results and analyze them, and not really, especially if you're self-employed, you're a one-person deal. You need to really look at yourself. You need to always be looking at yourself and treating yourself as a business. You need to look at your income, expenses. You need to look at your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. You need to look at all of that. All right. So I want to make sure I got that information out to you guys. Once again, inbox me if you want to get on my newsletter. I'm starting that back up. I'm so happy about it. And then also inbox me if you want to learn more about podcasting. You know, I started a podcast a few years ago. I would take conference calls that I would do in the morning and convert them to a podcast. You know, just put it up as a, you know, record the phone call and then put it up as a podcast. You know, you never know what message is gonna stimulate somebody to come follow you or to do business with you. But if you're not putting your message out there, that's the marketing. If you're not putting your message out there, how are they gonna find you? How are they gonna find you? You know, it's just like fun. It's funny when I was talking to Eric yesterday. You know, the entrepreneur I was telling you guys about. He said he built the business one time, and he just thought just because he built the business that people were just going to flock to it. No, you have to have marketing. You have to have marketing. You have to have marketing. Every business is like two businesses in one. It's whatever product or service that you sell. That's the main thing. That's the main thing. But you've got to have your marketing arm as well. And the marketing can be a whole separate business by itself. That is how you identify your buyers and what they want, you know, and match them to what you have. All right. You know, you can't make a buyer a buyer. They have to already want really what you have, and they have to want you as well. Especially, you know, we're self-employed, we're independent contractors, most of us. You know, these people have to want what we have. They want you, they're buying you. All right, they'll buy you. Just like doing Uber and Lyft. I get tips all the time because I give world-class customer service. The people are buying me. Got it? All right, they're not buying Uber, they're buying me. So same thing with Lyft, you know, both places. So that's it. Hope you guys having a wonderful day. Inbox me for those two things, and I'll catch you all later on. Peace. Oh, one more thing I got to make sure I say, rest in peace to my man Walter Foster. Amazing dude. You will definitely be missed, brother. Peace.